there was the other group that said, well, yeah, but let's put in some pretty stuff too.
Here we are on the tour of the upper levels of the Crane House. These are one of the bedrooms.
Yeah. You don't see beds like this.
No, with the canopy bed.
There was a big lot behind the house. We played baseball.
Excuse me, Mr. Brandon.
I just remember the Sears police station. Yeah.
You know what? I got him here. Let me interview Mr. Brandon. He is one of the founders of the Montclair African American Heritage Foundation, sir. Tell us real brief how this came about and your involvement in the founding of the festival and why you felt it was important for the founding and celebrating African Americans in Montclair.
Back in 1990, Audrey Fletcher, who was a council person, came to me. I was an employee of the township. I worked for the Department of Parks and Recreation and Cultural Affairs, and had run the 4th of July parade in town for many years. I participated in the production of that event and other special events in town. And when Audrey decided that they wanted to embark on a day's festivities, she came and consulted with me, and we sat down, talked about it, and then we brought in several other people to expand the ideas and the participation. And we ended up, our initial group was probably about 50 people. And we met very promptly. I mean, we met in January, I believe, and my thrownness was that we would plan something for 1991. But Audrey and a few other people were adamant that we do it in 1990, which left us with probably 4 or 5 months to plan. And we decided that we were going to have a festival, or actually a parade. That was the initial idea.
Okay.
Parade. And then we decided that if we were going to encourage, people to come out for a parade, we should have something for them to do afterwards. So we developed the whole idea of having a festival afterwards. And there was some apprehension about that because there had been some carnivals and festivals in town earlier that had sparked some antisocial activity, namely, fighting and that kind of thing. And so a lot of people were not real enthusiastic about doing that. But we were determined to do it and to do it peacefully. And we're now in 27, 28 years of operation. And I will knock on wood and say we have never, ever had a fight. I remember one occasion down at Glenfield Park, there was some arguments going on, and the police who were hired to come out and supervise the activity from a public safety standpoint panicked and called in a call, and we ended up with police officers in Glenfield Park from probably 10 or 12 neighboring communities. But there was no fighting, and as I said, up to this day, we have never had any fights.
Now, it's one thing that I noticed that at many of the festivals that you do, the pouring of the libations, how does that come into play with the African American Heritage Foundation?
Well, actually, it's a custom that we've inherited from our forefathers and our brothers and sisters who live on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean. In traditional African society, it's customary to honor your ancestors prior to any important community or public event. So that's why we do it. We pour the libation to honor our ancestors, because without their fortitude and determination and endurance, none of us would be here.
Amen.
You know, we stand on their shoulders, and whenever we do anything of any importance, we need to acknowledge their legacy.
And Mr. Brandon, we stand on your shoulders in making sure that we continue the legacy that you, as one of the founders, attributed to the festival and the foundation itself. So we want to just say we appreciate you, and on behalf of the Public Education Committee, thank you.
Thank you.